right, guys, we got a what I eat in a day today. So here we have some oatmeal, and I like mine just a little bit al dente and kind of fluffy like this. Most of the time this is how I eat it, but every now and again I will make it more of the soup consistency. This is just what we went with today. Maya wanted blueberries and strawberries. I went with frozen blueberries. And we're just going to drizzle a little bit of maple syrup on top and then sprinkle it with some cinnamon. And every now and again, I get a little crazy with my oatmeal. I'll put a little bit of like fresh, cold almond milk or coconut milk over the top. And I love that cold and hot contrast. Oh, nothing better. But we kept it simple. So this was breakfast this morning. It was a big breakfast, but it had to last us throughout the day. We had lots of errands to run. So that was mine right there. And next up, we are going to prep lunch and dinner at the same time because I don't want to have to make dinner later. So here's some green lentils. We're going to go ahead and put those into the Instant Pot and get them cooking. And I'm making a green lentil cold salad and a side of mango for lunch today. So I'm going to just cut up this red onion and prep all of the veggies. I like to mince everything about the same size as the lentils. That's just how I prefer my salads, but of course you can do however you like. Onion got away from me. Anyway, so we're just going to plop everything into a bowl and wait on those lentils to cook, which don't take too long. So that's good. By the way, guys, I'm really sorry I didn't post last week. I wasn't feeling too great, and I will probably be posting a video on everything that's going on. We've got a whole lot of stuff happening in this house right now. All of it good, all of it good. So nothing bad going on, but keep tuned, stay tuned. All right, so here we've got some de-seeded and deveined jalapeno pepper and some fresh lemon. In fact, I'm going to use 2 lemons for this recipe. And then I'm going to snack on some dates because I found some really delicious medjool dates. And I don't eat a lot of dates. I'm not huge on dates. I do enjoy them, but I don't buy them very often. So I picked up a big bag. And so I'm going to have about 4 dates throughout this whole thing. So that was date number 1. Here is the juice. That was 2 lemons, pretty juicy lemons. I think I got a pretty good amount out of that. So we're just going to let everything kind of marinate in that lemon juice while I chop up this gorgeous organic tomato that I found at the market. And there you go. So we're just going to let all those kind of sit in there and meld and marry together flavor-wise. I had some of this Dijon to use up in the fridge, so we're going to add that in there. And I want to say you can get this recipe on Carb Hannah's website. I think that's where I pulled this one from. And of course, I always just modify it and kind of make it my own as far as how much of what I put in there. So feel free to do that for yourself. But I can tell you guys, this thing was so good. So right now we've just got some lemon juice, some Dijon in there, and then the jalapeno, the red onion, and the tomato. And here is what I would consider the piece de resistance. That is cilantro. Now, if you're one of those people that cilantro tastes like soap, I am so sorry because this is the best stuff on the planet, in my opinion. But if you can't stand cilantro, I get it. Just use flat leaf parsley. It's not going to quite be the same, but it's all good. You're still going to get that nice fresh green taste. So add a little bit of fresh ground black pepper in there just to taste. And then at this point, your lentils will probably be done. But if they are not, then just continue to prep stuff. Now, I took my lentils out to cool while I cut up the mango because this is also part of our lunch. So the mangoes here, I don't know what's been going on. I don't think it's mango season yet, but they have been delicious. Like so sweet and so perfect. And this has got to be both mine and Maya's like favorite. We fight over the mangoes. I swear we can never buy enough. So she really loved this lunch, the whole combo, but definitely the mango was her favorite. So I rinsed and drained the lentils. They're still a little bit warm when I added them to everything else, and that's perfectly fine. I'm just going to shove it back in the fridge and let everything cool and kind of meld together eventually. But you just plate it up, and like I said, this was perfect. I just had a good serving of this and a side of that mango, and I put a little bit of lime juice on top of the mangoes and then sprinkled it with more cilantro, and it was so delicious. So there's lunch. 2 more dates. just a little snack. And then, oh, and I had a, like a leche drink. Here, let me show you. Just because we were at a friend's house and I didn't show you beforehand. So, all right, so I had basically this, only it was a leche flavor. So this one's roasted coconut. I don't know, I may or may not have this today, we'll see. Other than that, I've been drinking water all day, so I guess I didn't really include that. But I had that earlier, and now I'm gonna have 2 dates while I make dinner, and then I'll show you guys what I'm having for dinner. All right. All right, guess what's for dinner? This is red enchilada chili. It's so delicious. Enchilada chili, like who thinks of this stuff? Well, I can tell you who. If you follow me on Instagram, you know that probably about 90% of the stuff I eat comes from the most amazing YouTuber. Her name is Carb Hannah, and she makes whole food, no oil foods. And so she'll put out new videos all the time, and I will be like, that looks delicious, I need to make it. And voila, there's dinner, lunch, whatever. So this is definitely her recipe. Of course, when I cook, I do tend to modify all things just based on what I have in the fridge and in the house that's available, or produce I need to use up, etc., etc. So of course, feel free to do the same. But if you want all the quantities and exactly how to make this, definitely check out Carb Hannah's YouTube channel. It is all on there. Her YouTube link is actually going to be in the description of this video below. And so you can definitely go check out her stuff after you're done watching this. So, all right, we've chopped up some red onion. I'm going to chop up some red pepper, and also some of that garlic that you see there, and fresh tomato. So speaking of modifications, I'm pretty sure, and I could be wrong on this, but I think that this recipe, she just added crushed tomatoes, like from a can, I think, or diced tomato, whatever. But I just had a lot of tomatoes to use up, so I cut up fresh. Now, I could be wrong. Hers might recall for fresh too, so go check it out and see. Funny story about this. So here's the Instant Pot, by the way. I'm just going to saute all of this with a little bit of water. Again, if you don't have an Instant Pot, you can do this on the stove. Just use water to saute stuff in your pan first, just like this, until it gets kind of soft and translucent. And then you can add in everything else. So let's show you what everything else consists of. So this is your tomato, your garlic, your onion, and your pepper. And like I said, just a little bit of water. Give the Instant Pot just a minute to heat up when you hit the saute button, and soon the stuff will be smoking hot. All right, so we've got some black beans, 1 can, and I like to buy the organic, non-BPA canned stuff if I have any choice at all. A can of pinto beans, and then I got 2 cans of red enchilada sauce. Note, one says medium and one says hot. These are 10 ounces. There's a story behind this. I'll tell you in a minute. Nutritional yeast is going to go in, of course, and some chili powder. Now, I meant to grab some smoked paprika, but instead I grabbed the chipotle chili pepper powder out of my cabinet. No idea why. Didn't catch it at all. Also some ground cumin. And then I got some green chilies. I believe that Carb Hannah's calls for jalapenos, but I could be wrong. These are red lentils. I just buy them on the German economy. That's why it's labeled that way. And so, okay, funny story. So I didn't know that enchilada sauce came in mild, medium, and hot. Obviously, I was going for a less spicy version of this because I wanted my daughter to be able to eat it, and she has been a little finicky about spicy foods recently. Normally, she loves spicy stuff, but I don't know what it is. She's just not really been into it lately, so... And that's fine, which is why I think that Carb Hannah's called for jalapenos, but that's why I grabbed the green chilies. Okay, you're going to rinse and strain your beans. That's what the strainer was for. So this was extra hot. I was going to put in smoked paprika. Instead, I put in that chipotle chili powder that you saw, which, by the way, is delicious, but it's spicy, as is obviously the hot and medium enchilada sauce. So this chili came out super spicy for us. I loved it. I thought it was really good. My daughter wouldn't touch it. So it just is what it is. I had a lot of extra chili left over, and that's fine. No big deal. So I've got my beans all drained and rinsed. Here is all of your spices, and I'm just going to add that into the saute mix. You can see how they've kind of cooked down. I'm adding in just a little extra water at this point just so it doesn't burn because nobody wants burnt stuff. So we're just gonna, boy, did that get steamy. My goodness. All right, so lots of nutritional yeast in this. It makes it nice and cheesy. It's so good. I love nutritional yeast and everything. All right, and we got our beans. For those of you who are not familiar with nutritional yeast, here's our red lentils. The nutritional yeast just makes things taste kind of cheesy. So that's sort of that sort of component. All right, we just add in the extra water. The green chilies are going in. So now you're just going to add in your enchilada sauce and kind of give it a stir, put the lid on and cook it. And this is, I served it over some rice with some fresh chopped tomatoes and fresh cilantro, and it was so filling. This is all I ate today, and it was amazing. And I hope you guys enjoy. Definitely give it a shot. I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.